Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. And when I tell y'all I am having technical difficulties, I don't know what is going on. We had a storm earlier today. And for some reason, I hope y'all can hear me, because I am signed in on my phone and my computer. And my computer is where I can share stuff from. Okay, it's where everything is. And but I am here. Okay, child. Lord. Okay, look. I am trying to do my due diligence, okay, and be around here getting to work. Okay, y'all hear me? But my child, I don't know what is. I don't know. Okay, but we're gonna get to as much as we can get to, and we're gonna hope whatever was going on will stop going on. I'm gonna keep myself in the background on my cell phone in case it acts a little bit wonky and I have to get on my phone and go, live from there. So yeah, y'all. But again, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy Wednesday. It's been a minute. I have not been with y'all since Sunday. I'm here. Hey, I'm like, let me pop on now. That's a lot of boob. That is a lot of boob. That's a lot of boob. But hello to the peoples. How y'all doing? Signal is being funny acting. Connection is being funny acting. Instagram was being funny acting, like the buttons wasn't working or whatever. And I don't have time for that. Okay, we have work to do. Okay, we have things to discuss. And because I canceled yesterday, I do not want to cancel today. We're going to just try to work through the stuff. I'm going to pop off camera and hope that clears up the signal being weird. As long as y'all can hear me, I guess be good. And we here. Okay. Again, I canceled yesterday. I was going to be live yesterday, and then I had a long day at work. A long day at work yesterday because I was off on Monday. And by the time, I got off work, it was like 9 o'clock. I had pushed my live to 9:30, but I had not looked at anything at all yesterday. So I just said, girl, it's canceled because you're not prepared at all. And ain't no point in getting on there. I hadn't saved nothing. Okay. But we are here. Okay. Nope, you're not late. I am. I am real late. I am 45 minutes late, okay? But it's not my fault this time. I had pushed it to 9:15, and when I kept trying to get on here, it may be StreamYard. I don't know if it's StreamYard or whatever's going on, but something wasn't working, okay? But I am here now. We're gonna hope and pray. Okay, a good time is had or whatever. I'm not canceling today. I'm gonna be here today. I was not prepared yesterday. And my signal is being done, and I don't want to log. I don't want to log off on my phone, because it's just whatever. But again, we here today, and that's what matters. And a good time will be had. Please make sure that y'all are liking the video, that y'all are sharing the video, okay, that you are subscribing to my channel, okay, and stuff for us to have a good time together and everything. Y'all know how I be again, child. The whole bunch of technical issues, okay? And I kept trying to fix stuff, and it's all on my computer, okay? Yeah, it's so weird, okay? It is so weird. So I just popped. I don't want to end this. How do I want to leave? If I end it, let me just X off of it. Because I had myself in here twice. Now I'm gonna say this now. If this thing gets to acting weird, and if this thing goes away, we will just have to continue on tomorrow, because I don't know what to do. Okay, I don't know what to do, but I'm trying my best. Okay, look, hey Lisa girl, look y'all. So if y'all are not following me on IG, okay, I be posting myself. I post myself my outfits. Okay, I wear clothes to work. I get dressed for work, and sometimes I'm like, girl, get back to post your outfits or whatever. But I be having a good time in my office or whatever. This is my office, okay. And so to shake off the stress of the day, I get up and I do a little shimmy. I be shimmy a little bit, okay. So you're not following me on IG. You are missing me and my antics. But for me, I feel like the dancing I be doing on my IG. Let me see if I can let me try and share. Let me try and share my screen, honey. The get you gotcha be the fact that on Instagram, it lets you play, different songs or whatever. And when I why is it looking weird? See, it's already. I think maybe StreamYard updated some shit. I don't know, but I'm gonna add this in here and make me a little bitty itty bitty. No, that ain't. This is it right here. When I on Instagram, okay, on Instagram, you use different songs. So when I get dressed, okay, and I be at work. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put up. Well, I'm gonna put up one that I did. I think if you follow me on the thing, you will see it. If you don't follow me, then that's on you. Okay, I don't know song play. So when I'm recording myself in whatever outfit I'm wearing, I don't have no song playing. It just be me in my office or whatever, child dancing. It's the music in my head, okay? And then when I make my video, I pick a song and I have to then clip in myself, and I try to match whatever I was doing to whatever song was, whatever. So to me, I feel like this won't fit right if the song ain't right. Okay, so the song has to be right. Okay, so like when I share the video, like when I share it on TikTok, I can't use the same song on TikTok. It don't hit the same if you don't hear the song playing, that I'm doing it with. So, I just be, the little time whatever I work, I'm saying, and whatever, okay. But the one I did today, I be having a look. I have to wear clothes, okay. I be like, girl, go get your job on, okay, have a good time. Sometimes I run late, so I do not take my photos from my house. I take a lot of work. But if you following me on IG, you can fully see my antics, okay, and the song of choice that I pick. But yeah, I do not record nothing with the song. And so it's funny how I make it all match in my head. And I be, what I'm saying? So the only reason when I add myself dancing to my dance records, I feel like, the dance break it's for the peoples. You know, it's for the people that we know or whatever. And so my little stuff be for like my little IG followers or whatever, my little TikTok followers or whatever. But again, it'd be fun and whatnot. And I'm off. I'm like, well, I'm going to work tomorrow. I got too many clothes, y'all. But again, it'd be fun. However, I don't think I'm going to add myself. But we shall see. Okay. A lot of BS going on. Child, the technical issues has been crazy. But again, I'm happy that we are here. And have a good time again. Okay. But that was because, the pink trench coat. So the pink trench coat, where's the pink trench coat? Where is the pink trench coat? Let me share the trench coat. I was like, so I have a Poshmark. You hear me? I have a Poshmark. And on my Poshmark, I'm going to start posting. I donated clothes that I was like, girls, get rid of. Some stuff that was new and I should have sold it. I didn't have the patience for it, but I was on Lane Bryant and I'm like, ooh, this coat is on sale. I can buy it and then sell it on my Poshmark for a profit. And so I did not buy it to keep it. I was like, I can sell that. That was my thought process. Child, it came yesterday, and I said, ooh, you should keep that. You know, ooh, that'd be cute with some pink sneakers and like some black leggings, and a pink shirt. You know what I'm saying? So in my head, so I was like, ooh, Jack, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I will keep it. And y'all do know, nephew went to prom. That's why I was not on here on Monday, because he went to prom. Yes, he's a senior. I cannot wait. His graduation is coming up soon. And it's a good time, gonna be had by all. Okay. So, that's why I wasn't here on Monday. And then yesterday was just because I just was busy for missing work on Monday. But yeah, okay. So, child, look. When I cried driving to his house. I'm like, oh my God, he was a baby. He was just born 2 days ago. I know he's my nephew. He's 18 years old, but he was just a baby. Okay. So he went to a senior prom. Him and all his friends. His mom got them the stretch limo so no one has to drive. Okay. Safe. Him and his friends came up to the house. We took photos, whatever. They then went to photos somewhere else. So, okay. Yeah. But again, that's him. I think I posted it on my YouTube as well. Because that's y'all, it's my nephew, but he's your nephew too. Okay. So, that was what has been going on the past couple of days. I thought life been lifing. The life has for sure been lifing, and child, good, bad, and indifferent. Okay, life been lifing. But we got a good old time or whatever. But let me get to sharing my stuff, y'all. Let me get to sharing, because we have some things to get into now. Child, I was sharing why my screen looks so small. I think StreamYard did an update because my screen looks different. So I'm wondering if since the last time I was on live, StreamYard updated, and that's why my stuff look different now. Because it shouldn't look different, but it does. Anyway, but that's what's been up with Jaylee. Okay, but y'all know, like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good things. I made a quick thumbnail. I just plastered some people up there because I was trying. The computer was acting crazy, a little bit deranged or whatever. And I'm gonna say we'll leave that be. Anyway, what I want to start with, but I hope y'all doing good. I hope everybody. This is water from overflow. I hope everyone is happy and healthy in life. I hope that anyone who may be sick or shut in. Hold on, y'all. I gotta drink some water. Too much water to close it. I hope everybody is doing good, or if you're not doing good, you will be soon, because God says so. But let's get into some things. I have a lot. We will get into the driving person, who was around here, lying and stuff in Michigan. We're gonna get into that too, but that'll be later. I saw this post, and y'all know it's graduation season. It's graduation season. And because it is graduation season, parents and teachers and staff, they're all going up and through to see what's going on or whatever. So it showed a parent who came up from Wisconsin. You know, his daughter's high school graduation, and this man walked his white ass up on stage. You know, the black man, the only black man on stage in the light brown suit, or was it gray? Maybe a gray suit. In the gray suit right here, the one black man. He is the superintendent. Okay. Now you see white girl walking up over there looking like Curly Sue, but she's an adult now. Okay, you see Curly Sue walking up. Okay, Curly Sue walking up because it's graduation. You know, and then we see out the blue, the man come up on stage, hop up like he runs shit. Okay, I'm like, first of all, he could have been a killer. This is my thing. I feel like nobody should run up on stage making any sudden moves. Because what if he just would shake somebody out the blue? We like, what the hell happened? Now, that is the girl's daddy. This man took it upon himself to not only ruin his daughter's graduation situation, but the guy before the daughter. Because again, the guy walking ahead of the daughter, he graduated too. He not even off stage. Okay. And the girl daddy came and ran up and then pushed the commissioner, the super, and she looked like, what was that my daddy? I know that what, oh Lord, it was my daddy. Oh Jesus, why would he? Now she's embarrassed because why the fuck would you run up on stage? Why would you do that? If you had unless that man has physically done something to your daughter and you try to tackle him down because of what he did to the daughter, you are wrong for interrupting the high school ceremony. Now, the story is allegedly his daughter had been bullied in some kind of way. And he didn't like the way the situation with his daughter was handled. And so he took upon himself to not come and block anybody else on the stage. No, he went for the one black man because the black man was or is the superintendent. And this is my thing. When things happen at schools, you do know it be upon the teachers, the principal at the school. That man is superintendent of the count of all the stuff. Okay, so for you to walk your Caucasianite self up on that stage in the middle of two people graduating, one being your daughter and somebody else too, you just ruined their high school graduation. Because what you did, what was it gonna stop? What was it gonna do? For what? You're stupid. And my thing is, why was his notion, let me go after the black man? Yeah. Let me push him out the way. I don't like what he did. However, you have now ruined the high school prom of your daughter. Your daughter out front being consoled because her crazy Caucasian father attacked the superintendent at the high school. Now, no one will be discussing how cute people looked, how Curly Sue hair was curly. Okay, no, if anybody crip, no, the only conversation would be, remember high school your daddy attacked the black man? That's the narrative now, because you thought you can bum rush the stage to push somebody out. Now the daddy was then taken out, escorted out. I believe he was arrested. Okay. It says we would like to emphasize that the safety and well-being of our students, staff, and community members is a top priority. Okay. It is unclear why the parent pushed the superintendent, but people on social media are outraged after the footage began the service. But I saw another post saying allegedly the man had said his daughter. I don't want to play no audio because I know the music. No. But I read somewhere it said that the father allegedly did not like how things had been handled at one point when his daughter got bullied. But I'm like, sir, what you did ain't make shit no better. Not none of it. Because now they're like, oh, what happened? And your daughter is embarrassed. If you thought she was bullied before, you not have hurt her. You not have embarrassed her more than the bully. Because in front of the whole school, you went and caused a ruckus in the midst of graduation. And my thing is, you did it when your daughter was up there. Why not? If you wanted to protest, father, okay, before any graduate walks up on stage, do it then. So that way you can be escorted out at the beginning. You ruined your own daughter's walk across the stage. Now, people say they heard, down the background, you heard someone say, I don't want her touching him, or I don't want him touching her. But I'm like, sir, your daughter may not have even, got to him. And now Curly Sue is confused. Like, what has happened? Oh my God, I can't. Why would you do? Now, why would you do that? Nene, where you at, Nene?
Shut up! That is so stupid.
Because why would you do it? It won't help nothing at all. At all. Okay. Now, the person, the superintendent that he pushed filed a restraining order, and I want a restraining order. I want to press charges because that's assault. Okay, I want him fired. Tell him, Dwayne, tell him he's fired. Okay, it's like, what is wrong with you? First of all, because let's call a thing a thing. Had a black father ran up on the stage and pushed the white superintendent, first of all, he would have got tackled to the ground. A tackle. Get y'all daddies. Look, get y'all daddies. And I know Father's Day is coming up. I am aware of that. But I need y'all to be, just to make sure that y'all not allowing y'all Caucasian fathers to cause a ruckus where there does not need to be a ruckus. Okay, there does not need to be not at the graduation. Let that be for the child. If a parent run up and ruin DJ's moment, I'm gonna get arrested for tackling the parents. Okay, don't ruin the kid situations. Don't do that. Now, speaking of ruining kid situations, some people want attention. A lot of folk, we want attention for the wrong reason. Now, it's a woman with enormous clappers, they were talking, so the woman with enormous clappers said she was bullied at Disneyland by park goers who gave her nasty looks. It's time to stop body shaming other people. Now, ma'am,
time to stop body shaming other people. I was at Disneyland today. I wanted to have fun with my siblings.
First of all, if those are her siblings, they look grown. Okay, everybody she's with look too old to be around and having fun. Okay, and I don't have children, but I have enough nephew of DJ and god kids. I have 5 god kids. Okay, I feel like Disneyland is for kids, and if you go as an adult, cool. Go have fun, but you can't make it seem like I'm here with my children having fun and people are looking at me. Ma'am, your ass is enormous and not naturally. Okay, this isn't a regular plump size person who's getting teased because they're plump size. No. This is a regular adult with a surgical ass.
But our day was ruined by all the people that were making fun of the size of my body. And the worst part is
No, not child. Your ass is a whole child. Y'all know my rules. Y'all know my rule. If you have surgery to alter your body, I can discuss it. And it is not body shaming. And I feel like making it seem like I'm a regular person just trying to have fun with the kids at Disneyland, and people keep bothering me. You knew what you would. You knew when you bought that ass what was happening.
they teach their kids to do the same. They kept taking photos of me. They gave me bad looks all the time. Or just
You want to know why? Because you shape like Minnie Mouse. I think when kids see people, even when they see big people, but you've seen big people before. That lady, her top half is so small. Only her ass is big. They gonna look. They're gonna look. You know what I'm saying? You can't be surprised if people look at you and just wonder, because she didn't grow that. Like, you get fat naturally because you eat food. You get bigger. Okay, whatever. But you can't go and have surgery to make your ass like Minnie Mouse and then be surprised when you walk around Disneyland with Minnie Mouse ears, ass, and folks is like, what is going on?
kept laughing at me. I know you may think that I am exaggerating, and that is my fault for being a big girl. But this
First of all, you not big, girl. You not no big girl. You know, so don't make it seem like, oh my God, they are attacking and bullying me because I'm a big girl. I can say that. I am a big girl. You hear me? You can't, ma'am. You can't. When you go have surgery and you make your butt huge, people gonna look. You got that ass for a reason.
is literally what God gave me.
God may have gave you the money to buy it. But God or people. God may have gave the surgeons the know-how to plump you up. But you wasn't born with an ass. You weren't.
And I have to embrace every single part of me. Even if you have a condition or you look different, you shouldn't
Not a condition, a surgery condition.
get bullied for the way you look. I would never talk negatively about someone else's appearance. Respect is key. This should be a safe place where everyone feels comfortable. And I wasn't doing anything, just existed. At the end of the day, I just wanted to have fun like everyone else. If you don't like something, stop hating and keep it for yourself.
Don't look at my ass while I poke my ass out in skin tight leggings and a skin tight shirt. Delusion could get people a check, because some folk are delusional. Again, people go to Disneyland. I get it. People go. However, you can't go and be surprised. People gonna look. People gonna look. Even if people look at people who are short. Little people. They look people. Your ass is something that look. What is that? What did she do? Why would she do that? Is my question. Why would she do that? I don't know. It's crazy to me. But if she like it, I love it. But either way I go, Jesus gonna fix it. Child, Jesus fixing things. Look. Woman arrested after allegedly setting her ex-boyfriend's house on fire. Killed that man mom. Now, y'all. Look. I don't even understand how this happens. Because, bitch, what? A woman was arrested after she allegedly set her ex-boyfriend's house on fire and fucked around and killed the man out. The fire happens on, what's today? It's Wednesday. It's probably Monday. Around 11 o'clock, and it's child then like a 94. A 30-year-old female was allegedly threatening her ex-boyfriend before the incident. She was then seen at a nearby gas station buying gas right before her ex-boyfriend's house caught on fire. He was at home. His mama and two other people were. His mom was 53. Died in the fire. A second fire, the house next door also caught on fire. It says her and the second woman were arrested at a motel in Livonia. I've had good dick. I've had great dick. I've had exceptional penis in my life. None that would make me say, you know what? Burn. Because this is the thing. You get fire kill people. Like, you can't control a fire. You can't. You can't control a fire. And especially, do you know, gasoline is flammable. That don't give people no time to get out the fucking house. Now, story time. Okay, story time. I know a girl. Okay, back long time ago. When was this? This had to be back in 99, 2000, maybe 2001 time. A friend of mine had a baby daddy. And they will always be fussing and arguing. And said baby daddy had a spot. Okay, hopefully you know what a spot means. Okay. Said friend got pissed at him. And when she knew the spot was empty of people, okay, she knew the spot was empty of people. She did this. Okay. She did. I saw her do it. I said, bitch, you crazy. She was crazy. Okay. Saw her do it. Okay. Somewhere in the world, somewhere on God's earth, there is a photograph of a burning house and 3 females standing outside of the empty house. Now, this is the thing. I said, I'm not going to say her name. I said, you was crazy. He was mad. Oh, he was mad. It was crazy. The difference was, in my opinion, my friend chose a vacant house being used as a spot. This fool set the person's house they live in on fire. And I also want to know the house friend, said bye-bye to was like it wasn't any houses next door, luckily. Okay. Now, I told you I've lived a life. And I've seen things. I'm very careful to not tell people's business. But child, that was 24 years ago. So whatever. And nobody, it was property damage. But this here, this is arson. This is murder. This is whatever else can be tied on property damage. Because, bitch, you burnt down the house next door. Okay, you see, that's the people's house. That house burnt down. You made the house next door catch on fire. I'm happy they arrested the girl, because you can't be out here thinking, oh, I'm going to innocently, they live there. When you do stuff to houses that people live in my opinion, you trying to kill people. If you break in someone's house, you want to kill me. Because why you coming to my house? If you set a house on fire that you know is inhabited by people, you are trying to kill people. So the 30-year-old girlfriend, she needs to get murder for the mama, attempted murder for the other two who was in there, property damage for their house and the houses next door. Because you gotta hope the folks next door have homeowners insurance, and they probably don't. She need to be put up, the space up under the jail. Put her up under that. Okay, put her up under that, because when your anger and petty antics killed that man mama. And I feel like when she go to jail, somebody gonna beat her ass. Cause you set that boy house on fire and you killed somebody's mama. And I now we have to hope she wasn't trying to do that. Cause what if her thought process was, nope, I don't know sound. What if her thought process was, because what if she knew the mama was home? You know what I'm like, what was you thinking? Bitch, look. Child, she better hope that she don't get beat up in jail in county. Because if that man got people around here, if that man got family, because a lot of folk got family up in the lockup, up in the prison. And if you took my mama out, bitch, girl, look, can't imagine. Look, lock me up right now. Why, Jaylee? Because she's gonna die. If I'm the sister of the brother and you killed our mama because you crazy bitch, oh, I'm going to jail too, willingly. Temporary, forever insanity. Bang, bang, bitch. You gotta go. You got pissed at my brother and killed my mama. Oh, if you want to see Jesus, tell me that. But to child, she gonna go to the upper room. To the upper room. She ain't supposed to be around here. Not today, not ever. Now, speaking of kind of foolishness, but not really, y'all know Cash Dog around here having a baby shower. And she got baby number 2. And some people were upset because she had her baby shower for her daughter at Louis Vuitton. Okay? Louis Vuitton. Baby shower. Let me find her page. Let me find Cash Dog's page, because I don't follow her. I don't know why I make those songs. Last year. So she had her baby shower was at the Louis Vuitton store. Now, I want to say this. A lot of stores, high-end stores, hold events for people, and I don't think it's abnormal for a person to have a baby shower or whatever event at, the Louis Vuitton store. I'm going to say this. I feel like, child, if that's what she want to do, that's fine by me. I don't think it even has anything to do with being able to afford it. I just don't think it will be fun. Because I think the question is, does all of Cat Dog's friends and family, can they afford the Louis Vuitton? Like, can they, like, can or like, is she giving gifts to people? You know, I would not do it only because I feel like it wouldn't be fun. Like, can we have a good music? Is it a dance floor? You know, can we get some meatball? Like, I don't want to waste meatball juice on the good couches. So I get that's what she wanted. I don't. They call it ghetto. It's not ghetto. It's not ghetto at all. It's really, really fancy. My thing would be, like, do we get Louis gifts if we go? Do I have to buy something? I gotta buy something? You know? Is there a seat in here? Is we all standing up? You know what I'm saying? I just wonder. Now, if you bought everybody something Louis Vuitton at the thing, cool. If you expect the folk to buy you Louis Vuitton, okay, cool too. I don't think it's ghetto. I wouldn't do it. You know, that ain't my, because I feel like baby showers should be fun, family filled, laughter, love. I don't even think they should be about the gifts. You know what I'm saying? The gifts is sitting over there wrapped up. You know, but to me, she always doing, you know, fancy fly shit that she want to do. I also feel like, bitch, ain't enough seats. That's my thing, bitch. Ain't enough seats. Okay, ain't no food. It's a thing of, you know what I'm saying? But again, if that's what she wanted, that's fine. But people calling it ghetto, it wasn't ghetto at all. Okay, it was not ghetto. It was standing room only because there wasn't no seats around there. Okay, it wasn't no food in there. It was, hey, let's go to Louis Vuitton, okay, and sit around and look at the stuff. Now, this is my thing too. If you go into Louis Vuitton, but you can't afford to buy something, I'm like, we just sit around here, okay? Mm-hmm. Because, and then if you bring a gift, can I bring my Target gift to Louis Vuitton? I was wondering, can I bring? But again, if she like it, I love it. I do feel like sometimes I think Cash Doll likes to. This is no look. I'm born and raised in Detroit. No tea, no shade. I do feel like sometimes Cash Doll likes to show off. I think because she has not hit the mainstream fame based off of her rapping abilities. I do feel like sometimes she floss to let folk know, bitch, I ain't broke. I do think she do that. And that's her prerogative. I also feel like sometimes she does things knowing it'll catch some attention, you know. However, anyone trying to make it seem like she is, it wasn't ghetto at all. You know what I'm saying? It was a planned out event. And I'm sure that was her only baby shower because I believe she had a regular one. I feel like I saw something with like a regular baby shower. Was it different? Oh, that was her. Sorry, her gender reveal was in the backyard, you know, in the back of the yard, and she's holding. Is that a Hermes purse? I feel like, again, to me, look, I just don't want anyone to feel like I'm hating on her. But I do feel like she does things to show people I'm not broke. Okay, so I'm a pop my Even if I'm not everyday shop at Louis Vuitton, even if some of my other clothes is she by Shein, okay, I feel like she wants to be show folk know, I got a couple of dollars. I got enough dollars to have my baby shower at Louis Vuitton. Now, my husband, my boyfriend, my man, Tracy, is in his blue stuff or whatever, looking real surfer-like, you know. But I'm in my pink dress, looking really, really girly. My son is in a white outfit, you know what I'm saying? And you know, whatever. I don't know. But I don't want folk looking at it like she was being ghetto, because she was not being ghetto. So, child, she dead on Stars. She died. She died a couple seasons ago. What she get on Stars? Now she getting Stars checks. She good. What y'all, child? What you think Stars pay? What you think? She was on BMF. What do you think they pay? Nope. Not a one. I know people who know people. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know anyone who went to school with her. No. Like her character died 2 seasons ago. And look, this is not me checking her pockets. My point is, folks calling her ghetto, that's not factual. Because having a baby shower at Louis Vuitton isn't ghetto. It's regular if you can afford it. You know what I'm saying? My point is, if you look at her and what she do, you know, I feel like she does not get credit for her being a rapper. Folks know of Cash Doll. We're not going to like, folks know of her for sure. But her name isn't mentioned in the same circles as the other rap girls. You know, the Lottos, the Flo Millies. I'm saying even the girls on the upcoming. I feel like her name was always bubbling up under the popular girls. And I think she's still trying to hit something to get like mainstream. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just factual. And I think because of that, because she has to work harder, because she has to push herself a little bit harder, because she does not get that mainstream attention the other rap girlies get, even though she's a rapper and she can flow, she still, to me, at times, I feel like I think she feel like she don't get her just due. And so she pop her shit. You know, she pop her shit. Do you regret not reviewing BMF? Not at all. BMF, what is on Stars, season 4 is, I think they're filming season 4 now. The reason I did not review it the first season was I just wanted to enjoy it. Honestly, I had planned to review it the second season, and it just wasn't what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Now, I love American Detroit. That shit, that's not even Detroit. That's not Detroit. BMF kind of sort of ain't Detroit either. You know? Because I'm from here, when I see shit of them trying to make it seem like it's something, I be like, that ain't how we talk. That ain't what we do. That ain't how we act. You know, it's always this exaggeration of shit. You know, so I be like, child, not at all, not at all. But again, look, Cash. My whole point was, the whole thing was, people was calling her ghetto. I'm like, that's not ghetto. You know what I'm saying? That's folks hating, saying her having a shower that was ghetto. It ain't, okay. But I do feel like she doesn't like the fact that she hasn't popped like she should pop. I don't know if that's because she is a, darker skinned girl. I don't know if it's because she's from the D. I don't know what it is. It's hard getting attention. Like her name is known, but ain't nobody saying when Cat Dog gonna rap. Like I think people know of her by her name. I want folk to speak on her as a rapper. You know, not about the baby shower. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she done rapping. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We shall see. But again, it wasn't ghetto. And that was weird to me. What I want to touch on next. Oh, well, congrats to I'm popping all place. Congrats to Ebony K. Williams. She was the first Black housewife on New York. Now, after her, though, the show got canceled and rebooted, but I don't blame her. I think they just fit. I think Ebony K. Williams, she was the wrong type of Black person for that show because them Caucasianites wasn't ready for her. You know, she would have been a condition. She would have been a good addition for other franchises. But the group they put her with, it was a no. It was a no. However, she announced that she is pregnant. A solo mom journey. She went through IVF. Pregnant with her first child. So congrats to Ebony K. Williams. She also has a podcast with her and Dustin Ross. She's a woman. She's a woman of a particular age. And you know, when she's a solo mom, like because if you don't have a man who can knock you up or whatever, you may never have kids. So the fact that she made the decision to do a solo mom during the I'm a IVF it, I'm gonna be cool. It's gonna be me and my baby, okay, and I'm gonna be fine because she has her own built-in village. So that's great. So congratulations, what I'm gonna say. Congrats to Ebony K for the her baby. The Black lady, the Black girl who used to be on Boy Meets World, she's 54, she's pregnant. I said 54 pregnant, girl. Well, congratulations for 54 pregnant. That's a lot if you ask me. Love is on the horizon. Look, I know a lot of y'all be like me. I know some folks don't like him. I get it. He and Megan Good, is still in my child look. Still, child, she got his look together. To me, his fashion has extremely changed since him and that white girl. Whatever. He's there. Look, I think they look cute. And when I saw some folks, his lips always perched. He just has the big lips. He has big lips. You know what I'm saying? As Black folks, but child, they're together and they happy. Child, look. Until she write her tell-all about how about what this could have been, I don't know. Girl, she like it, I love it. I think she looks great though. I do. Look, child. Oh, funny because he would have done like him. But we shall see. Until she write tell all and say what happened about if they break, I don't know. But child, she seems like that man. We gonna see right now. Right, y'all know that's how it be. Right now, folk be liking each other, and then later on, it be like he was horrible. I should have left him. I don't like him, and blah blah blah. And we just have to wait for that. It never comes, okay? Traitors season 3, the cast was revealed. I don't care. I don't really know any of these people. Let's see. The ride from Dorinda, Sherelle. Is it Chriselle? I don't know. The only people I know, like Robin is on there from Housewives of Potomac, but I'm like, she don't matter at all. And that's no diss to Robin. Well, I guess it is a diss to Robin. Robin, Nikki Bella from Total Bellas, one of them twins. Tom Sandoval, not child, that's a good traitor. I think wasn't the Chanel Iman girl from Dubai, and I know Bob, the drag queen from RuPaul's Drag Race. I don't know anybody else, so I'm not watching. I did not watch season 1. I did not watch season 2. And season 2 had Phaedra and Sheree, CTE, people I knew. But child, if y'all care, that's the cast. I don't care, but I was like, I'll just mention it because I guess so. So I won't watch that season at all. Maybe season 4, I'll get into it. We don't know. What else I was gonna get into? It's a few. Where is it? Child, there was so much. Oh, Method Man. So y'all know Summer Jams happens every year, and they have different artists every year. Redman and Method Man perform. Now, look, I am a woman of a certain age, okay? And hearing that Redman and Method, I say, really? That made me happy. But I'm older. You know, I know of Wu-Tang stuff. Some folk, like people my age, we're not flocking to Summer Jam. We're just not. Some of us go, but we not flocking around there. Method Man and Redman perform. And I found the video. Method Man was like, we not going no more. You know, he said, nah, son, because y'all know sometimes these crowds be bullshitty. They don't want to participate. Oh, here we go. So this is where he said, not our crowd at all. Thanks again, New York and the whole tri-state that showed up to the event. Plus, Pete and Ebro, I love you guys, but never again. At this point, the generation gap is just too wide for me. Because sometimes folk be like, they be looking and they don't be participating. And if you are a performer, you want give and take in the crowd, okay? And I'm like, if you don't get hyped for Method and Red, what do you do? How do you not get hyped? What are you doing? But he's right. I think he realizes not that we will stop performing, but Summer Jams ain't our crowd. You know, Summer Jam and that crowd is not our crowd. Now, I was watching Ebro and them this morning, and they were saying that they think the crowd may have just been in shock because Method and Red was putting on a show. And they were in awe. Oh, wow. I can't, but I'm like, still, if you can't interact with me, what, like for me, if I'm on live and y'all ain't talking to me, well, I'm going to go ahead and just cancel it. You know, I can do a premiere. You know, you want the interaction from the folk watching live from the crowd. So I get him saying, you know, I don't know no more. Now, Peter Guns, who got one damn song, okay, how he said he had a good time or whatever. Now Peter Guns, I'm like, most of the folk know you probably from the damn Love Hip Hop or whatever. But he said he didn't mind it and how he made millions off one song. Well, sir, where the millions at? Every time Peter Guns say he made millions off one song, but I remember him in Tara in that apartment, that little ass apartment with dirty feet. That's what I always remember. Okay, right? The crowd is dead. You know what I'm saying? The crowd is like, no, what is this? What is this? So I'm like, child, and the reason I don't, y'all know, they give me migraines. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like folks of my age, you know, my age, even older, we will go to concerts. It just has to be like for us. You know, like if Sexy Red gonna also be there, I'm not going. Because to me, Sexy Red and Method Man and Redman ain't in the same crowd. It's not, no. Get it sexy. No, ma'am. No, sir. Not today, not ever. But Method Man said, bitch, not today. Leave me alone. I don't want to do it anymore. Okay. Now, India.Arie, child, she was supposed to go on tour. And she wrote a little long little thing. Okay, put a whole bunch of slides on here. Okay, to tell us that she ain't doing it. Okay. how she's been underpaid for years, how, she's toured for years and took a break after, I think, 2019, how basically, her mental health, anxiety, just even the stress of putting on a show, having to carry a tour, having to support the staff of it all, and all of that. She just said basically it was too much for me to do. I cannot do it. I was going to have a tour, but I'm preparing, and it's like she said, but as I'm trying to prepare for these shows, everything in me is saying no. And sometimes you have to listen to the voice saying, "Don't do it. Don't do it." Because sometimes that is in doubt. Sometimes that's just your body telling you ain't ready. She said, I've been in the last 4 years, really broke my heart, and going out and singing my song, The Name of Healing, is not the remedy for me. I need healing myself. So the name of my mental health, I need to stay home. Now, I'm going to say this, India. Get with somebody who can help you perform from home some kind of way. Child, some kind of, if you just want to perform but not have to go all out, do small steps, but I fully get her saying I can't tour. I can't. She's got did it for 22 years. It was hard for me. Okay, but things are different now, whatever. When she said it would be her on the road plus 19 people. And you have to sometimes put yourself first. A lot of times, we are, look, the world today, life is lifing. You know what I'm saying? Because at one point when she said, I could use the money. Like, I need the money. You know what I'm saying? She said, I wrecked my health in 2019, touring hard through deaths and root canals and like a matter of support, so I could get promoters to offer me more money for my performances. How she was gonna pay for years? She's like, I need the money, but I can't do it. That's life for a lot of people right now. Whether you are rich and famous or needing money, or a regular person who work at the bus depot driver, or even you, whoever. Life, right? It's technically, it's a bit of a recession right now. So I think her being honest enough to say, like, I need the money, but I can't do it. I can't. So if anybody, loves India.Arie, go shoot her a little, hey lady, how you doing? We love you. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you want to be able to support yourself, but you don't want to have to do that at the detriment of your own mental sanity. So we shall see. Child, Porsha around here losing, if you ask me. And I think it's her fault. Okay. Porsha and Simon are still going at it. As far as Simon not wanting her to film in that house, Porsha has access to the house. She's living in the house right now. However, Simon has to pay all the bills. I didn't know that. Until the house stuff is situated, Porsha gets to live there, and Child Simon has to pay all of the house bills. You hear me? It ain't a little recession, it's a big one. It is. You know what I'm saying? Child, the price of everything. Child, ice, water, air, everything. But back to Porsha, it is a big recession. I feel like with Porsha and Simon that they were married less than 2 years. I feel like The prenup should have said Porsha can keep the house and has to pay for it. Because I almost feel bad, not really for Simon. If he sold his 2 houses, bought that house, and now he has no access to the house, and he has to keep paying all the bills, I said, I'd be mad too. I would be mad too. I think this probably is the first time Simon has gotten divorced and the wife, like, usually he gets divorced and then he puts the wife out. You know what I'm saying? The wife gets the short end of the stick. This time, he is getting shafted because he lost his house and has to pay the bills. And I'm like, well, that's on you. Again, whatever y'all drug up in that prenup, because y'all both trust. I don't know why y'all trusted each other. It's just weird to me. Hopefully these was fixed it. But I feel like he's upset because he know you have to keep paying that bill. The bill is on you. Okay? It's on you. It ain't nobody but you. So I'm assuming that's why he's upset, was because that I lost the house, but I also have to keep paying for it. And I said, well, bitch, you married to Porsha. And Porsha, you married Simon. And both of them put up this big old front because he's supposedly so rich, you know, and she was my man. And now it's the complete opposite. Now he like, I can't live nowhere. And she's single. Okay. So, I mean, who knows? But if I was Porsha, because Porsha still cannot film nothing in the house. So to me, it's a winless victory. Because yes, you can stay in the house, but you can't shoot nothing in the house. Production and the producers of the show refuse to shoot until Simon and Porsha settle whatever. And I think because Bravo and NBC does not want to be held liable if Simon tried to sue them for shooting in the house. So no, Porsha kept her house, but she gave it to her mama lived in a house she was in before she got with Simon. Simon sold his 2 houses and they moved into this house. So I said from the beginning, girl, leave the house and go with your mama and back to your house and figure it out later. But Porsha is a child. But look, if I can live in a mansion rent free, I guess I would. But if my job was to shoot content and I can't shoot content in my house, I would leave. But y'all, Bert and Ernie is just being Bert and Ernie. What's his man's name? Sean Kingston was arrested. Child, that's his mugshot. He was extradited to Florida, booked on $1 million fraud charge. He was, I think, granted it was like $100,000. His bond, I believe, was $100,000. But child, that he already out on bond. First of all, thick thighs. Come on, thick thighs. Thick thighs out here on bond. That is crazy. That man going to jail. That man is going to jail. And when he go, I hope he, I just hope that he realized he got to stop it. You can't keep scamming. And he was in court. Not a court thing. What a court was that? No, he was in court. And the judge was like reading off his chart. It was like 10 charts. I was like, sir, so you and your mama just be scamming? Just scamming? Because it was like, oh, did this and that. I was like, Lord Jesus, fix it. And I'm like, when you and your mama got mug shots together, that's a shame on the mama and on him. Because he learned scamming from the mama. But she didn't teach him how to not get caught. And because she had got caught back in the 2000s. And the fact that your son and you is caught now, it shows y'all need to learn how to scam. But here you go. This is him in the thing.
Hearing from Mr. Kingston.
You can't hear much.
And good afternoon, Your Honor.
But
Dr.
child.
Bazanek appearing on behalf of Kishan Anderson as well.
All right, thank you, Mr. Anderson. Good afternoon, sir. I have your attorneys, Mr. Rosenblatt, Ms. Brzezanek, on Zoom today. You are charged pursuant to a warrant as follows. Count 1, organized scheme to defraud over $50,000. Count 2, criminal use of personal identification information. Count 3, grand theft, greater than $20,000, less than $100,000. Count 4, fraud, insufficient funds check, greater than $150. Count 5, grand theft, greater than $100,000. Count 6, criminal use of personal identification information. Count 7, criminal use of personal identification information. Count 8, grand theft, greater than $100,000. Count 9, criminal use of personal identification information.
He going to jail. All that. He going to jail. Okay? Because, child, when they arrest you and your mama, they're like, nope, go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. And again, you should never let you and your mama have matching mug shots. That is insane. Totally insane. Okay? Now, y'all, we've been on for almost an hour. Well, over an hour now. So, y'all, take one little second, y'all, and like the video. And we're back. Okay. So next up, okay, I hope y'all have liked the video. Y'all know to subscribe and all that good stuff. Okay. Megan Thee Stallion finally had her concerts in Atlanta after all of the issues happening, the postponing because of the water outage situations or whatever. But a good time. Okay, her they go Flo Milli, Lotto. Okay, they twerking, they're twerking. Okay, Glorilla. Again, I love when all of the rap girlies come together. We see her with Kenya more. Child Kenya skinty. You hear me? Skinty. Girl, okay. Sheree was also there. Phaedra was also there. Okay, I'm just showing some pictures from the thing. Everybody, their mama was around here. Now, look. Fun, beautiful women, good time, okay, and whatever. When you in Atlanta, you supposed to see all the girls. Now, child, Glorilla put a wig. Girl, don't put a wig on, okay? Now you fake guitaring, leave the wig on, okay? But a good time seemed to be had by all. Now, folk was saying Phaedra was being shady.
My queen, my stallion. And please tell Sweet Tea you love her. I love you, Sweet Tea. She your Texas sister.
Where's she at?
She was here. She was on the front row, but she couldn't get back here.
You ain't bring her.
I didn't, but I love her. I mess with T.
So I said, not saying tell Sweet because she can't get back here. Now, Sweet Tea, as you see, was in the comments saying Phaedra knows she wrong. I didn't even try to get back there, but I had a great time right where I was. Okay, my car arrived, and I was leaving by that time. Phaedra is just messy boots. Okay, she then said, Phaedra then said, I love my Sweet Tea. Absolutely no shade at all. I'm taking her with me the next show. Okay. But again, Megan had everybody to their mamas around there. Drinking and shots. Now, when she told, at one point, she told them, y'all better leave Kenya alone.
Because my Aquarius sister definitely needs this. Yes. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all better stop being mean to Kenya in that motherfucking shower.
I said, Megan, you drunk. Child. Sheree ain't on that show no more. She gone. Okay. And Phaedra been gone a long time. Okay. So let's see. Phaedra, it's peachless. Okay. Sheree she keep dropping her peach. Can you only peach older? Okay. So it's fine. But again, a good time was had by all. Again, a lot of people were upset at how delayed the tour was but again, it was water. It wasn't no water. Okay, it wasn't no water. Now, Phaedra posted some photos. Look. Phaedra paid good money for that ass and titties, okay? Because I'm joking. Everyone looked great, okay? Now, I am like, why was Phaedra, Sheree, and Ken together? Did they all just happen to go? Because I don't recall ever seeing Ken like that's, I don't know. This is a weird combination, But again, maybe all of the ladies had tickets. They all were just there, okay, and they went backstage. But again, people said how great the show was. Phaedra gonna get her peach back? And why Sheree not wearing she by Sheree? Anyway, again, a great time was had, but they look great. Okay, the ladies look. Sheree has never had an issue looking great. Okay. Sheree always looked great. We just want her to also be successful. Okay. We want She by Sheree to be successful. But I don't think it will be. Tyler Perry, they say will writing and directing a new Netflix movie focused on a single mom who faces a series of unfortunate events. I say, child, that's all he do. That's the regular MO. Saying that Tyler Perry, that is all of his movies, all of his shows together. Okay. So hopefully it's good. And maybe the series of unfortunate events will be good, but not tragic. I don't know. Also, it says a new movie. Now, we don't know if this is the movie, but Taraji P. Henson, Sherry Shepherd, Shanna Taylor, Glenn Turman. What we have? That's Mike Morrell. That's Rockman Dunbar, and then Sinbad. Now, didn't Sinbad have a stroke? I hope he's gonna be good for the movie. But Tyler around here, a new movie will be on Netflix called Straw. Now we don't know if Straw is the same movie they talking about here, which is supposed to be a movie about a single mom. Whatever. We don't know. But with this, like, look, if y'all don't know, Taraji is a great actress. Rockman Dunbar is a great actor. Glenn Turman, great actor. Okay. Now, y'all, Sherry Shepherd, you know, she's had some roles. Tiana's good. You know what I'm saying? So this is a good cast of people. You know. So I want to see it. And it's gonna be on Netflix, the child, but so was other movies. But you know, when his caption said that we don't show up for us, then who will? And look, even I clown on Tyler Perry. But I also feel like his movies do be entertaining. We can't act like, now I'm not the TV shows that come on and they be around here, you know, with long ass monologues. But I'm not gonna act like Tyler Perry has not had movies. Like, I love the movie The Family That Prays. He's had some good movies. I liked the one with him with Kelly and Tavante. You know, I like some stuff he said. So I want the fact that he's saying, like, sometimes we have to give ourselves, you know, stuff. You know, and he paid well as far as I heard. Okay, so we can't be knocking that man paying actors to act. Okay, we shall see how the show turns out, y'all. Because who knows, it could be horrible. But I don't want to, you know, make it seem like, he not, you know, and if y'all can watch Tubi shit, y'all can watch this. Y'all be acting all funny. Y'all can watch Tubi and stuff. Nah, but he can stop writing some stuff. He don't have to write everything, okay? Angel, it's a big to do. You know, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, the WNBA, Stephen A. Smith, an old girl who said you could have been. I'm saying all these things, okay? A couple that I'm gonna just touch on real quick. Now, I had the inside man, him, gave me the pieces that I needed to know to discuss this case. He watched it, I do not. Okay. I was like, is Caitlin Clark really that deal? Like, what about injuries? And him said Caitlin Clark is the better player. You know, a first round draft pick player. Not that injuries isn't, but you know, the clout or the attention that Caitlin is getting is because she is a good player. However, they all have to get used to being in the league now. Okay, that's part one of things. Now, part two of things is, child, Angel Reese was also saying, we not gonna act like it's only Caitlin Clark that folks is coming to see. They come to see me too. And I do feel like a lot of people are showing up for the WNBA because of some of these new Black players and Caitlin Clark. So I do believe her stance in saying, you know, it's not just Caitlin. They're not, one person is not revitalizing this franchise of players. It's a lot of us. It's a lot of people, you know, so let's not act like it's just her. And I also seen some of the players saying, well, I'm not going to answer no Caitlin Clark questions because I get that. You're not going to use me to promote her. You know, I also knew that Angel, I think, was fined for not showing up to a press conference like after a game, and they fined her. Then here they gave her a technical foul. Child, she was ejected, okay, and given a fine because she said that was some bullshit. And folks said, but everybody said that's some bullshit. Why would you? Because they mean people. Okay, so look, what's this man's name? Lonzo Ball offered to pay a fine. However, they called back. They rescinded what they did on her. Look, this is going to be some messy shit for a bit of a minute. Okay, a bit of a minute. What I am happy about is the WNBA is getting more eyes on it. What I'm happy about is the players are being looked at as players. Now, for the next week or two, it may get a bit, it's some messy bullshit. But I appreciate the fact that the conversation is happening. But again, in my opinion, as him told me, Caitlyn is the better player skills-wise. And that's why she got that attention. However, people are watching, for all of it. It isn't just the CC girl, okay? But again, don't be following that girl and, ejecting her for bullshit. Don't be out here, fucking people. But it's gonna get messy some more because that's just life. What's left on my thumbnail, child? Because the last thing we're gonna get into is this man and his fucked up shit. We did Tyler, Taraji. Oh, let me do the city girls. Where is it? I can't find. Oh, here we go. So look, the city girls are done. Okay, the city girls are done. You hear me? And that's no tea, no shade. We knew this before now, but when Young Miami Carisha was discussing why they are pursuing separate solo careers, this is what she said.
When the City Girls album just dropped and it didn't do too well, and we was just like trying to do our press run, the whole rollout of the album was just so bad because we was just in two different spaces. We older now, and it was just like she was doing her own thing. She on the West Coast. I'm in Miami. I'm doing my own thing, and I felt like naturally when she doing her own thing, it just worked for her. And when I'm doing my own thing, it worked for me. But when we get together as a group, it just wasn't connecting. Like it just wasn't working no more. So I think we both was at a point where we was just like, we probably should just do our own shit.
Right.
But that was the point for me.
This is my thing. I don't think it's a bad thing that she's saying, we doing our own thing. I feel like people, because y'all know JT went to jail. At that point in time, Carisha held them down as a group. And all. So I think Carisha did that. I also feel like they have just grown apart. I think they were younger when they first got started. If that happens, they have just became different people. And sometimes when you come together as a group, you just move separately. And it's better to realize, hey, like, we just different people now. And we ain't vibing. We're not doing the same music or whatever. It's a different vibe. You have to want to be in a music group because you can't fake it. But I feel like people call it while it was happening. People felt they're like something off. Like y'all ain't like the vibe was off. And I felt like if they didn't say that during that rollout of that album. I think they made it seem as if it was crazy. And I'm like, but y'all not. Like, and there's nothing wrong with going your separate ways and moving the fuck on. Okay. And I just wish if they would have acknowledged it at that point in time, it could have been a better like grand finale. Like, hey, we doing different things or whatever, support the last blah blah blue, because we just different people now. And I'm like, that's the thing. I don't think JT owed Carisha shit because Carisha, held things down when she was locked up. I feel like when JT got out, it worked for a minute, but it kept growing. Because again, JT got with Lil Uzi Vert, Carisha got with Diddy, and shit got further separate. And I think all of that played into it. Their fame became different, how they move became different, and they just moved into separate paths. And also, the conversation was a little bit different, or whatever. The fans sometimes play both sides or whatever. So, to me, they're done. And that's not in no shady way. I feel like they don't have to come back together. They don't need to come back together. They really have their own way of doing things. And that will work. When you try to force, you can't force a square peg into a round hole. It won't fit. It won't fit. And until people realize that, like, child, if it don't fit, move the fuck on. Because they don't. I think had they accepted that sooner, it may not have gotten so. I won't say messy, but messy. But the mess of it all, it was a little bit weird or whatever. Rihanna is starting a hair like child. Rihanna started. Was the makeup first or was Savage? I can't remember. She went from the lingerie, the makeup, the Fenty skin, and now Fenty hair. Child, Rihanna said, "Don't get somebody else to do it. I'll do it." Look, y'all know Beyonce just came out with Sacred a couple months ago, a month or so ago. The fact that Rihanna is like, "Oh yeah, guess what, bitch? I got a hairline." I don't plan on using it. I said the same thing when Beyonce's Sacred came out. Because I use Tracy Ellis Ross's. I use Pattern, and I am not a person who likes to try. When I find stuff that works on my hair, I don't need to switch it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to try something else just because. So I will not be using Fenty hair. Y'all should if y'all want to. I don't know. Now I will say this: when I watched this promo of it all, I was like, okay. I get it's supposed to be a thing where, it's for all hair care textures or whatever. But I do wish I would have seen a bit more variety for our hair. And this is my opinion. But Rihanna does a great job at, covering our people. So it's fine. But y'all gonna get some Fenty hair? Because I use Fenty skin. I use, her lipstick or whatever. And I'm sure it's gonna sell out the same way her other stuff do. Okay. But Rihanna's like, look, I'm not doing the music. Okay, bitch, I am doing products. Okay, I am gonna have my $1 trillion company come hook or crook. You hear me? So y'all look at her stuff. I'm not buying it. Okay, because because it'll be just I'll end up buying it and my hair fall out or something weird. I don't know. And my hair is sensitive. I don't have time. My curls and my waviness in my hair works great with patterns. So that's what I'm going to use. Diddy sold his shares in what's that thing called? Revolt. And now Revolt will be giving all the shares and stuff to the employees. Okay. So I like how the ownership of it all has shifted. Okay. Because he had a big stake in the company, whatever. He then got that whole case and everything, had to give it up. And so now they said it is, Revolt is a new day. Revolt is honestly and proud to announce that and unprecedented in her historic moves in Black media space. Our newly projected largest shareholder group are the current employees. It's smart. Promote from within, share from within. They said, "Chick, we don't want nobody else up in here. It's just us." Okay, just put it back in and let us do this. Now, if Revolt becomes better without Diddy, that's something, because I feel like Revolt never really took off. It's ain't it a channel? I could never find it. A lot. He tried to put a lot into it, and it just didn't work. It didn't work. So hopefully something pops later on, but I don't know. But that's that on that. Taraji will be hosting the BET Awards. The BET Awards was aired on June 30th. She is the host again. I believe this maybe like her second or third time hosting. She does good though. We love Taraji, so it's okay. I'm sure she will be great. And if not, she will be eventually. Okay. I can't wait for. So we had our last award show. I don't even know what it was. So we'll get to the BET Awards. Let's do Kanye and the Dream, and then we'll get into the man and the car stuff. Child, the Dream. Where is it? Accused of RAPE, of battery of the sex by a former protege. And I said, well, damn. Okay, I'm like, child, again? I need people, look. If you know that you have done some things in the past, just come forth. Okay? Just come forth and tell us. Okay? Do not, like, I just feel like, do not make us have to find out later, because it's worse. And every time we up here minding the business, we will be minding our own business. And it's like, again, another one. Let me put this lady's name. I want to be sure. I think she go by Channy Monroe. And she accused him of basically using his status, his power, his influence. Because I think she is 33 currently. He is 46 currently. It happened back 10 years ago. So at the time, she was 23 and he was 36. She accused him of, again, you see it, RAPE, sexual battery, of forcefully making her drink. It was a child. Look, because I have the actual thing, and it's triggered. It's 60 pages. We're not gonna go all 60 pages. It's 60 pages. Let me share my screen real fast. We're not going to wait. I gotta read it all, but I just want to add it around here. That's her name. Okay, that's her name, and it's against him. Okay, child, Terrius. I can't pronounce his name. I'm like, where you from? I'm like, that's a lot of names. But again, she's accusing that man of things back again from 10 years ago, but how he offered or told her, I would make her career, you can open up for Beyonce, like promising her all this stuff. And then she got child, I'm engulfed in it. I'm trying to see. It's too much. It's too much to read. It's too much to read. And I feel like we get the gist when folks say, of the abuse. Okay. I don't feel like going through all of it. I may read through it because Tracy sent to me and I forgot to look through it. I may look through it and discuss it more tomorrow. But even her saying he would, just have her doing stuff, and promising her fame, which never got. When she said he promised me, to be on Beyonce tour, I said, child, that's a lot. And y'all know the rule. He say, she say. Now, of course, he denied it. I oppose all forms of harassment and have always tried to help people realize their career goals. As someone committed to making a positive impact on my fellow artists in the world at large, I am deeply offended and saddened by these accusations. Child, that's what Diddy said. Child. Look, again, I feel like more stuff is going to come up. I'm gonna mention a couple. It's that Dream control all aspects of the ladies' stay in the U.S., including providing her housing, transportation, food expenses. He kept a close track of her location at all times, calling and texting her at all hours to demand updates on her location, or even keeping his own key to her hotel room so that he could enter whenever he pleased with no notice. She accuses him of forcing her to drink excessively, to drink excessive amounts of alcohol, by roughly pulling her head back, her hair, and pouring alcohol down her throat. They said they had, violent sex, okay, and stuff. He would not wear a condom. She was forced to hide her birth control pills so that he would not take them. Just, a lot. And, again, it's her word against his. It's the same old, same thing, different names, and it's crazy because we can't be like, oh, she lying. Because as we see, people around here on complete bull stuff. And it's unfortunate because you don't know what to believe. You just have to listen to the allegations. But again, every person who's accused of something denies it. So all we know, somebody lying. Either she lying about the accusations or he lying, denying. And again, Diddy denied the shit too. Kanye West. First of all, I believe what she said about Kanye. Saying Kanye West would, finger hand puppet himself on the phone. I was like, well, that sound like some shit Kanye would do. Again, but it's her word against his. So this is their former employer. His former assistant. Suing him for sexual harassment, claims he would, again, finger hand puppet himself on the phone. Lauren, I can't pronounce her last name. She worked as a model on OnlyFans, where she shared them photos of herself and somewhere, blah blah blah. She worked with him in 2021. And said after a year of working for him, she claimed he approached her and requested her to maintain a godlike image, by deleting her OnlyFans account. In exchange, he promised to compensate her with an child. So, okay, I'm on OnlyFans. Okay. He then say, come work for me. Then say, cancel your OnlyFans and I will pay you $1 million a year. But to do what? $1 million? She claimed she agreed to his proposal. Lauren also alleged that shortly after she took up on his offer, that's when he was sending her multiple texts with reading. See, my problem is I be wanting to fuck. But then after I fuck, I want a girl to leave me. How hard they been fucked while I'm... What? What? Was he on... get Kanye's medication. Somebody got y'all. What is? She also says he engaged in inappropriate behavior during phone conversations, such as hand puppeting himself, and asking her to guess or listen to what he was doing. He had a fixation on the penis sizes of her romantic partners. He sent her 2 videos of him having sex with a model. You can't send your employees porn. You just can't. You're not supposed to. It ain't supposed to happen that way. So again, another day, another lawsuit. Okay, I feel like that's just what's been going on, and nobody even thinks to say it's a bunch of bullshit. Okay, now that will keep going on and on, but I wanted to touch on it first. Now, I now want to touch on the foolishness of this freaking license, man, and it keeps getting more and more weird. Okay, but I told y'all. Okay, I told y'all what was going on. I said that man been driving with no license and he just don't care. I said that before all this other stuff. Now, we discussed, the new, because this is here in Detroit or in Michigan. When I discussed the fact that they were saying, he had a license and it got revoked, but in 2002 it was reinstated, and so he should have not went to. I said no. I said that man ain't never had a license. I said he been driving with no license at least since 2010. It was not a clerical. This is the thing. It was not a clerical error. Now, I did my due diligence right here. Okay, I got the video from the court. Judge so-and-so said, bitch, not on my watch. So, look, ignore the third box down right here. I don't know who did what to who on what day. Okay, but some kind of way, I'm guessing somebody was streaming it and they left their stuff on the picture, because you're gonna see a head pop out in that bottom square. I tried to cut it out as much as I could because I'm like, it was weird. Okay, so y'all ignore the bottom square. Pay attention to the top too. But let's get into the court case today.
All right. What are we doing today?
So, Your Honor, we were going to, there's several options.
So that's Judge, okay? That's Corey Harris, the driver, and that's his new lawyer. This is not the lawyer who was in court with him last week. That's a new lawyer. And I had to speed up the talking because it was a whole bunch.
That my client...
Well, and I want you to know, counsel, that because of certain things, the court has a number of things I have to say. Okay. Because I think the record, given particularly some of Mr. Harris's comments with reference to this court potentially acting what at least as I'm to understand is on what some may be, or is it, let's put it this way. People are saying, and quite frankly, your client has made the assertion that,
again, you're going to see somebody at the bottom, ignore it.
The Pittsfield Township, as well as this court, was acting on some type of defective or faulty information, which I will tell you, counsel, caused the court, given what the court did, to investigate what my ruling was.
Meaning, your client went on the news and told them it was a clever error. And he was embarrassed. Okay? down by the church and the community. I am embarrassed, which made the court kind of get in trouble. So the judge had to look into all this shit, and he shouldn't have had to.
And I will tell you that that assertion is absolutely correct with reference to any faulty information that either came through to the Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety or to this court ultimately at the May 15th hearing. And I think it needs to be stated, I've been asked for comments. I have refrained from comments, as is my normal practice is. This court with the pending case will speak on the record. And so I am going to make sure that the record is very, very clear as to what this court knows and what this court acted on May 15th. And we can start with this. And my basis for doing it is because of what was said.
The client went on the news, y'all. You cannot talk to the news and make it seem like the judge fucked up, locked you up, y'all, because all of social media. He should sue the judge, sue the court. They owe him some money. No, they don't. Not at all. Because I said that man knew he did not have no license because he never went to the Secretary of State to get the damn license, even since 2022.
About what this whole process was, and that an indication, counsel, and I know, counsel, you've been before me before. I know it is not coming from you, but you also know how I am. And the thing is that if for whatever reason, the one time in my life I was wrong, I will say it and did. But when I'm not wrong and when people are not to blame, then it also needs to be said. So I will try to get through this as quick as I possibly can. But I will tell you, first of all, with any reference.
Right. The judge was pissed because they questioned the integrity of the court. They questioned because he put the man in jail. So all this week since that happened, he been catching flack because people don't be paying attention to the details.
To your client having had a license on that day. And some indication or misunderstanding as to whether or not he had a license. Let me make it very clear, based upon what the court looked at, he has never had a Michigan license, ever. And has never had a license in the other 49 states and commonwealths that form up this great union. He has never had a license. In point of fact, when they suspended his license, and what people don't understand, when they suspended his license in Saginaw, they don't suspend the license. They suspend the privilege to drive in this state.
Boom. Look, I didn't want to. Y'all did not even see the full span of her. I was like, what is she doing? Child, the girl, it was so, but I could not cut her all the way off. Then I would end up cutting the judge tomorrow. So I cut her out as much as I could, but child, it was crazy. But yes, he was gonna keep lying. He was, good thing, nobody know what happened to him back in 2010 but him, because it was his case. He knew the judge at that point in time. Now they said back then he was around 19 to 20 years old, or whatever. However, still in case, you knew what they told you. Hey, your license is suspended or your privileges of driving are suspended. He knew, he just kept lying. And I told y'all that man had been driving, and so to him it was second nature. He didn't care that he did not have a license. He did not care about it being suspended. That man been driving. I said that before any of it. I said that's why him driving and on the phone, it was second nature, because he'd been driving.
Hence, for example, if he had had a Kentucky license, he would be able to drive everywhere that Kentucky would allow him to drive. He just couldn't drive in Michigan because his privileges had been restricted. I know you know that, but that wasn't at all said. But it doesn't matter because he didn't have a license ever. There is also then, and I will, when it is necessary, come to the defense of my sister courts, and I will come to the defense of Saginaw. They got a great chief judge. Chief judge answered the question.
Could they talk shit about the Secretary of State, the people from the other court, all of that? And I'm like, I was like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, that man don't have no license. I said, because even if they if they reinstated his shit in 2022, he would have still had to go down to the Secretary of State to get a license because all he had was a state ID. That man been driving with no license in Michigan forever. And when the judge said they took away the privilege of him driving in Michigan, but that man ain't had a license in no state, not in Michigan or the other 49 states.
But I will tell you, that court and its friend of the court did nothing wrong. His license was, his driving privileges, better stated, were unsuspended in 2022. That required Mr. Harris to do something.
He was supposed to go get a damn license. He was supposed to go get a license, and he just kept driving.
He didn't do it. Therefore, the friend of the court was under no obligation to send anything to the Secretary of State. Now, I hated that I had to look at all of this, but when there's a question as to what I did, I'm going to look at everything to make sure that what I did was all in order.
Don't for me. It ain't my fault. Don't come for my stuff. That's that man's fault. Okay, I had to look it all up because once that man went to when the news only looked up what was on paper. So the news is to blame too, because the news only looked up what was on paper. When it showed, hey, we can reinstate this man's license. However, he has to pay some fees for it. Nobody kept looking at the details. All that people knew was that man did not have the privilege of driving in Michigan, and he's been driving for the past 20 years with no license.
There's then an indication from that because that wasn't sent, there was a direct attack on Michigan's Department of Secretary of State's office, saying that the Secretary of State was somehow at fault. Let me tell you something. Secretary of State did what they were supposed to do. And in point of fact, they did nothing because they hadn't gotten anything from the court because Mr. Harris had not paid the reinstatement. This week, or the latter part of last week, once he paid that, Saginaw friend of the court did what they should do, and they sent it. Immediately, based upon the information that I have, the Secretary of State did what they do every day. They took that suspension off of his driving record, and he was then unsuspended. And then your client did what he needed to do with reference to the Secretary of State and paid a reinstatement. All right. Just a second, Mr. Schiller. I'm going to let everybody respond because I am not done yet.
Okay.
All right. You covered a lot of the points for me. Thank you, Your Honor. And so that came down to that. So the information at the time that I had, that Pittsfield Department of Public Safety had, was all correct.
Your client was the fuck up. Your client ain't do what he was supposed to do. Your client never went and did this, that, and the other. Your driving privileges were suspended in 2010. 12 years later, the suspension was going to be lifted if you paid the fees you owed. He did not pay the fees he owed, so they never lifted the suspension until all this happened, and he then was paying for shit. But people, it's because he went to the news and talked as if the judge and everybody else fucked it up. But I'm like, I told y'all last week, days ago. I said he was supposed to go down there and at least go get a license. Because here in Michigan, if your license is suspended, you have to get a new one if it expired. When they said that man's stuff had been suspended since 2010, I said he would have had to go get a license. He never went down there. That man has been illegally driving for years. Illegally.
At the time of both Pittsfield stop, as well as the May 15th day, it was all correct. There was no error by anybody. It was a failure on the part of Mr. Harris to do certain things. Now, I grant you, that sometimes that can be a complicated process, but it was certainly not anybody's fault that that didn't happen other than that wasn't paid. Now, here's the other thing, and
He mad.
like maybe in church where I say I'm about finished now. But the other part of this is this stop was in October.
Again, let's do the math, y'all. License driving privileges revoked in 2010. He had the chance to get it back in 2022. He never went and paid shit. He was pulled over in October or November of 2023. Okay, that's 2010. 12 years later of 2022. Then a whole year later, he's pulled over for this issue. Okay. He in court in May. So from October of 2023 to May of 2024, that man has had 14 years to do this, to fix this shit.
Most of the cases that we've heard just in this last afternoon are driving while license suspended cases. That's part of my Wednesday afternoon. We go through great pains to try to get people their licenses back, which is really how it should happen. Between October.
Oh, let me say, I see this. But I do wonder if he did go down to DMV and had issues getting a license because the record did still. No, this is what happened because I've had my license suspended one time back in my early 20s. You have to, if you owe some, I think I had was it a ticket? I had something I owed. They will suspend your license. I had a license, but they will suspend whatever you have. If he did not have a license to drive, they will suspend your privilege to drive. You have to pay whoever you owe. When you pay whoever you owe here in Michigan, you pay them what you owe. They would then tell the Secretary of State, hey, they paid it. It can be reinstated. However, if you go to the DMV here and have not paid, they will say you have to go pay this at this place and then blah, blah, blah. They would tell you what you have to do. He never went down there. It's not no one. He never went down there to get a license.
And because I don't live under a rock, I actually watch things. You look very nice on TV.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There was something that was said that was very disturbing to me. And I'm just going to let you know because I believe in being fair with everybody. The question was asked along the lines, between October of 2023 and the point in time of the May 15th hearing, was there an attempt by Mr. Harris to correct his license? Here's the part that was disturbing for me, so that you know.
Okay.
Mr. Harris indicated that at some point he had been involved in some accident. And being involved into the accident, that he was basically bedridden or at least housebound, he could not get to the Secretary of State. That was set up there, and I'm going to presume, because my knowledge of defense counsel is, I know you don't misrepresent anything.
Right.
You never do.
Right.
That's not true.
Okay.
Meaning he's a liar. The judge like he's a liar. He's lying. Now, he lying on other shit, which is like lying on me.
He purposely stated that he could not get to the Secretary of State, which, for the way we handle things in this court, would have placed him in a whole different category. We would have tried to find a way. Let's figure it out. And the reason I know that is because Mr. Harris, on December 28th of 2023, do you know where you were?
On December 28th of 2023. Now, again, we won't do the math of the days. He got pulled over in October 2023. So 2 months, the judge said, sir, where were you on December of 2023?
December 23rd. 2023.
I know I was laid up from my
You were
accident.
at the Secretary of State's office. And you were at the Secretary of State's office because you redid and got your new Michigan ID.
Bitch, what? What did I tell y'all days ago? What did I tell y'all? That man had an ID. He never went and got a new license. The nigga went down and got a new ID 2 months after being pulled over for driving with no license. He went to the Secretary of State to renew his ID. Came to court in May. Not came to court. Drove the car in May on the camera with the judge, which got his ass arrested. Sir, you can't tell me you was laid up and could not get down there to get your license because your ass went down there and got your ID.
I have the date. That's the date you did it. December 28, 2023. You did. And so that you also know, and in all fairness to counsel, because I don't know if counsel knows this or not, the way I know that he's never had a license is because May 3rd, 1990, he was 19 at the time. May 3rd, 1999, he applied for his first Michigan ID.
So you hear that? May 3rd, child, they went back. They said, Secretary of State, give us all the records on him so that when we get in here, I can run all this shit down. Okay? When that man said he applied for a license and an ID for the first time ever back in 99, he was 19 years old. Meaning me and that man the same age. Because I was 17. He's 2 years older than me. The judge said he applied for the first ID in 99. Play with somebody else.
Counsel knows, so I do. You cannot have both. You either have an ID or you have a license.
Yep. Mm-hmm. At least in Michigan, I don't know about no other states. You cannot have an ID and a license. The police will confiscate one if you're caught with both.
One of the two. He has religiously every year gotten a new ID. And so he knows that he doesn't have a license.
Got him. Got him. Child, play with your mama or your daddy. Okay? Because y'all know when the judge was like, play with your mama. That man said that man has renewed his ID every year. See, you can have both not here. Not in Michigan. You can have two, but only one is valid. Only one is valid. So the judge was like, okay, I'm gonna get all the info. Because they did, because when we watched the news story when they asked him, and he said, I am embarrassed down at the courthouse of the Church of Jesus and the Peoples. I am embarrassed of the community. Sir, you've been lying this whole time. You've been lying this whole time. The judge said, I looked it up, nigga. I asked them to give me the details. You always renew your ID. You knew you never had a license.
And quite frankly, I just wish he would have said that at the beginning. And all of this hoopla could have been just put all aside. And we all go through the process as we do with all of the people coming here to try to get him his license back. But his falsehoods, misstatements are not going to fare him well in this court.
And that's why the judge is pissed. because that man went on the news and talked cash shit, and that shit became national news. It became national news. Hey, the judge fucked up. Oh, FOC, friend of the court, fucked up. Oh, SOS, so they say, fucked up. That's why you pissed, because like you've been lying this whole time, blaming everybody else except yourself.
I'm done for now. I'm sure I will have something else to say. Whichever one of you would like to speak first, you may.
I'll wait to go last.
Yes, I spent
Now the prosecution, and that's the cop who put him over, sitting there.
yesterday at the Disneyland Township Police Department with Officer Monaster performing the traffic stop in this case. I also noticed the December 28, 2023 date, and I know the significance of that, and the court just went through that painstakingly, and I thank you for that. In addition, at the traffic stop, when I was at the police department yesterday, we watched the body cam video.
But we watched the body cam footage.
At least twice during this traffic stop, he acknowledged to the officer that he did not have a valid license.
So again, he's on body cam footage admitting I don't have a license, but was on the news making it seem as if they fucked up. It wasn't me, it was them. They never reinstated my license.
Quote unquote, quote, actually, I don't have a valid license. Close quote. The question was, are you a valid driver? Quote, I am not. Close quote. So, you know what, this is all this hoopla and the circus atmosphere, in my opinion, it's an affront to the justice system. I mean, I've been prosecutor for more than 30 years, and to see this kind of hoopla around a driving while license suspended case is ridiculous. And it wasn't caused by this court. It wasn't caused by the Disneyland Township Police Department. It was caused by the extra judicial statements made outside this courtroom.
And because of what Corey Harris said, it made everybody else have to do more work to prove they didn't fuck up. Because if they had fucked up and he sued them, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, the cop, y'all look, cops rarely show up for traffic shit. It's traffic shit. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? The cop, child, sit bulletproof vest and all, badge and all, crown and all. Everybody had to do more work. The cop man, Secretary of State, the judge, the clerks, everybody had to do. They all pissed. Like, sir, you've been lying since day one. You told the cop on the thing that you had a license.
Okay, so
Go ahead, counsel.
thank you, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
And ain't nothing worse than you having a simple traffic thing and it makes more work for you. You pissed off. Because take this fucking fine and leave me be. But now I have a key coming back to court. Because you want to lie. And again, because the man lied, it became national news. So that means the bosses are now saying, did you fuck up? Did you fuck up? Who fucked up? Somebody fucked up.
Well, first thing I'd like to say is, very first thing is we're here and that we
This is this new lawyer. This is not the lawyer who was in the court case back in May. This is a different lawyer. Okay, and her green looking cute.
We all saw this video. I wasn't in court. I wasn't even on YouTube watching the court thing, right? I saw it because someone saw it and decided to post it. I can assure you that was not Mr. I don't think he has the capacity to be able to post it like that on YouTube or Instagram. So that was not him. And it happened to take off and go viral. So he had what we saw was him saying he was driving, which he should not have been driving, right? We're told not to drive on Zoom while doing that. So
he don't have a lot, child. She working hard for her money. Okay, because she also know this shit is gonna go viral. So come look at me.
That's how this came to the attention, because the court, I saw you. He said, I can't believe this. Is he driving? And we all said that. Everyone who saw that video asked the same question. And that just it became a joke. It became a complete joke. Now, with respect to what we want to do, and I cannot say anything is with respect to what my client has said, but when we talk about the hoopla, my client didn't start the hoopla. Perhaps he's made some comments, but he didn't start the hoopla.
She trying to go back at the prosecution who's saying all this shit is his fault. And it is. Even though he did not post the court video, even though, you know, that did not come from him, because of his actions and all of this going to court, it is his fault. Because had he just did what he was supposed to do, and had he not then talked to the news folk about it, he did create this big hoopla. Because it seemed like, why would he? Okay, so ma'am, stop it.
Whatsoever, that was someone that was outside of his control as to how it went viral.
Look at the judge, like, bullshit.
He had no control over that, and that I'm going to stand on that. He did not send it out to Instagram. He didn't send it out to wherever. He didn't do that part. So, with respect to
y'all know we love a good watch along. Y'all know I'm gonna clip this and make it a separate video, so if you're watching the replay, you know, or whatever. But child, the judge like, oh Lord.
Did he have I don't want to try this case today at all. But
for the people coming in a little bit late, they did not suspend his license. They suspended his privileging driving. The words just said suspended license, but the thing was his privileges to drive here in Michigan were suspended. But he knew that. He knew that. The verbiage was one thing, but he knew what it was. So it was not his license being suspended. His driving privileges were suspended.
What I want to do is focus on what's good. Now, what was good? That day in October, this officer here, that could have gone a whole other direction. And I'm so happy that you were so kind and courteous to my client. Thank you, officer. Thank you so much.
Because thank God you didn't kill him. Because they be killing people, girl. Focus, ma'am. Focus.
Because it could have gone another direction. We are here right now. My client has an appointment to go to the Secretary of State for his permit. He's working.
Permit. Again, y'all. He has an appointment to get a permit. Now she wants give him credit. He has an appointment. Okay, to get a permit. You know, y'all know here in Michigan, you get a permit. You have to drive for 30 days. I think 30 days before you can apply to get a license. Ma'am, he not innocent.
On it. I want to focus on how do we correct this and cure this? How do we go forward with this situation?
He could have paid this shit a long time ago. That's how.
Situation. Whatever, he was not under oath under any of the things that he said. So we're not talking about any type of perjury going on. Very true. Right?
He wasn't under oath. This ain't perjury. Ma'am, he was on the news lying. It don't matter if it's perjury.
That's true. So with that being the case, let's move forward with this. He is here. This is what I'd like. Because
Counsel, let me just
hold up. Look, she's a good lawyer. She's a good lawyer. She's like, I gotta pivot. Because he's in, you know, it's you know what I'm saying? While it's little bitty, itty bitty shit, it's still gonna be big shit too. She's like, let me pivot. Okay, I'm gonna get my pivot on.
I'd like to move forward too on this case. We handle these cases all the time. But I will tell you, as you know, having appeared before me, the one thing I don't like is when people don't take responsibility for what they've done. When they take responsibility for it, we will use whatever we can to try to get you to another spot, because it doesn't behoove any of us for you to be in that spot. One other thing that I will say, when you say it wasn't started by him, oh, it certainly was. It certainly was when he made his first statement to WXYZ.
WXYZ is our news station here.
About blaming people for this happening. And he shouldn't have done it. Because when you look at the whole thing, the person that needed to be blamed, and we can go back to a lot of other points, but I'm not here to embarrass it, but the person that needed to be blamed is the person that he was staring at in the mirror.
Himself. It was on him, not on us.
He didn't do what he should have done. And that's okay. The majority of people that come here on a licensing didn't do what they were supposed to do. That's like a given. They don't go about blaming anybody. They just say, Your Honor, I didn't pay the ticket. Your Honor, I just didn't do it. I just didn't have the time to do it. I just didn't take whatever.
And usually, you know, sometimes here, I don't go to court. for tickets. I ain't gonna take a long time, but I do the folks who have. And usually, if you're upfront about whatever happened, sometimes they just okay, cool. You didn't pay it in 15 days. Next. Some judges will try to work with you if you're honest. He people because you lied and been lying.
Just own it. Once you own it, then it becomes a whole lot easier just to move forward. Okay, I'm sorry. I interrupted you and I said I wouldn't, but my court.
I know who you are, and I respect that. So, and where I am is where I've always been, because I can assure you that when he did speak to WXYZ that day, I wasn't representing him. I was representing him yesterday, right? And you would heard my message is that,
ma'am, there was never a clerical. I keep seeing folks saying that there was never a clerical. Have you not been watching? It was never a clerical error. It wasn't a clerical error. The man never had a license. So there was never a clerical error. All he had to do was pay the people he owed to get a license. So I don't want anyone thinking, oh, there was never the news story saying it was a clerical error. That was the error. The only error in this was the news saying it was a clerical. That's not true. There was never a clerical error. He never had a license. They suspended his driving privileges. So I don't want anyone having the wrong narrative. He never had a license. Everything that's happening right now is because he did not do something. He did not pay who he had to pay from 2010 to 2024. His driving privileges, not a license. Child, let me stop, because comprehension is all we can try for. See, maybe this guy, they didn't hear all stuff. They didn't hear the long explanation of the man never had a license. So let it go.
what steps are to correct this. And that's what I'm about, Your Honor. How do we correct this, right? I understand the entire process. I have not gone into detail, but I will take the word of.
Because the Secretary of State showed that man going every year to renew his ID. That's how we know he never tried to get a license.
The court.
Oh, but there's more, And
of Mr.
But sometimes folk come in and they say things, and I don't want there to be confusion. So I try to clear shit up. So anybody watching from here on out, that man never had a license. So there was no clerical error. The news that said that was the error.
What steps are to correct this? And that's what I'm about, Your Honor. How do we correct this, right? I understand the entire process. I have not gone into detail, but I will take the word of the court and of Mr. Stiller here, brother counsel, and about the background and the history of it. But how do we go forward? And that's why I'm here to sort of minimize. You okay? He did get into an accident.
Sit down.
You can sit down. Please, Your Honor. Right behind. Oh, hold on. Okay.
I would have been for a chair.
And now that's real. That's a real injury.
I have no comment.
Okay.
You're like, okay.
So what we're looking for, because there are some options here. My client has indicated to me and would like me to indicate to the court that he is in the process of procuring his license. Oh, hopefully that privilege will be available to him. But he does have, as you stated earlier, and I have the receipts. He did pay the reinstatement fee. Those fees are paid. Anything that was out in the previous court, those fees have been paid, and I've been presented with those receipts. In addition, on tomorrow, he's got his permit test coming up, and then after that, because he's an adult, he's working on it so that he can take advantage of the offers that are available. Because as you say, this court does want to help. Absolutely. And with that, because my client was in an accident, and I haven't seen the medical records, but because of some of the things it could be, I don't know. But sometimes our memories get a little foggy now.
Child, she thought everything. His maybe the memory, some things, we don't know. We're gonna figure. Child, he throwing everything at the kitchen sink. Okay, child, look, y'all, we're gonna stop trying to convince somebody of what's factual. We've said it. We've said the factual things, and when folk keep asking the same question, we're gonna just ignore it.
Am I going back to 1999? No, I'm not. But I'm just saying that I'm saying from this day forward, he is working diligently to take the steps necessary to get his driver's license so he can take advantage of the generous offer. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. I hate to say it, John. One additional thing. I think Fletcher Cox and I need to approach the bench. It may involve Mr. Allen.
I know, because I know what it is.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, who's Mr. Allen?
That's my bailiff.
Oh,
I will give out whatever date I can.
okay.
Counsel, you probably didn't know this, and I wasn't sure where the prosecutor was going to bring. He's got a warrant.
Y'all, he also has a warrant.
No, I did not know.
Yes, he has a warrant for his arrest.
It was at Allen Park.
Bench warrant out of Allen Park. Mr. Allen.
24th District.
So, driving with no license. He also has a warrant in the county in Allen Park.
Okay.
The shocking thing about it, for a driver with a license suspended, that he didn't take care of.
Okay. Well, like I said, he wants to handle.
So
the judge like, so you up here caping for that man. He not doing the due diligence.
what it is that, and it's a valid warrant. I happen to be within their radius of pickup. Now, having said that, I don't know if they will pick him up.
Okay.
I will say that what should have happened, I'm not going to go through and try to figure out whether it did happen, but when he was arrested, when he turned himself in on my revocation of bond, upon being released, he should have been apprised, warned, and released to go take care of it. I don't know whether he was. I really don't care whether he was or not. All I know is that was back at mid-May, and it hasn't been taken care of. So
again, another situation when they like stuff is going on and he's not handling it. So he has another warrant. So he has to go to jail.
And it's still valid. I was hoping maybe that somebody was going to try and take care of it, because I'm sure if you had known, they would have been done. So much so that part of my delay in getting out of here was to make sure that it was valid. I had my staff run him right before I came out.
Again, a point of you having to do more work. Okay, I gotta do more work because you on some bullshit. My court clerk, me, everybody doing extra. Why? Because you went to the news and said we fucked up. And now we have to be sure that we show, no, sir, it is you.
So that if it hadn't gotten taken care of and in, then fine, we were okay and I didn't need to deal with it.
Right.
But it's still there.
Okay.
So, will July 17th work as a new date for you? Come back. Because as I understand it, he is right now not licensed. So if he goes in on Thursday, gets his permit, he's got to drive for at least 30 days. Apparently he knows how to do that part.
Shady.
Sorry, that was Adam. I'm sorry, I didn't need to say that. But he knows how to do that part. But then he's got to go back, take the test.
Right.
And then he can do that. He may be able to accomplish it in that time, that 45-day period. If not, I mean, counsel, I just want him to have a license.
We all want the same thing. One moment. So the 17th, it may not be me. It would be another attorney from my office.
Well, I don't want that. I don't want that.
You want me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know you'll never hear me say that. but I don't want to go through this whole. You understand it.
Right. No, I get it. So I started trial on the 15th. And
what's my date after the 17th?
August 7th.
What about August 7th? We can just put it out, and then he can do what he's going to do or not do what he's going to do. But he should be able to.
August 7th at 1 o'clock, or would it be at 9 a.m.?
It will. I will set it at 9. We will send an invite now that we have your appearance, so you'll get a direct invite from us as to what time o'clock he's.
Just said no. I don't want not another lawyer because I don't want to have to go over all this shit again. You and only you. When is your next opening? Okay, we want you here.
Okay, and then I just need one moment to talk to my client. You want to tell me something?
Now, y'all kept asking about the person in the bottom screen. Look, the feed is on, where is it? It's on YouTube. Okay. So I'm gonna cut the sound off. So when I tell y'all that there was a person, as y'all see in that bottom screen, I was like, "Oh, why is there somebody in the bottom screen, Jesus?" And then, wait, did I already miss it? I want to be sure. Hold on now. Let me get into it. Because the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, is that a white? I was like, who is the person in the bottom box? And I was like, that was somebody who was just on the Zoom and just watch. I was like, you ain't want to leave? Did you? I'm like, maybe she did not know we can see her. But child, as she let me speed it up. Because it's the fact that she was like this in the picture. And I'm like, what did you doing? I'm walking around and everything like it's shot. Ma'am, what did you do? You not know? We can see you. So again, I don't know who that person is. Okay, at all. And I don't know if she realized, ma'am, you was on her, but I could not cut her out fully because again, it would have got, the whole thing. However, pause on that. Outside of, let me be sure I'm removing the right things. I want to show y'all one last thing. We're gonna be done because it's been a long day. I want to show y'all the new, because the reason the judge was more, because we seen the one news story he did the first time. No, his wife was in the room with him. We'll see the wife in this one. Okay, we will see the wife in this one. But he still was talking to the news and was being stupid. So this is why the judge was pissed off.
Twist for the man who went viral for driving during a virtual court hearing for a suspended license.
Corey Harris showed up in person at a Washtenaw County courthouse today, hoping to set the record straight and put this entire saga behind him. Instead, we're reporting on a brand new chapter.
7 News Detroit reporter Kimberly Craig has been keeping up with the twists and turns of this one. She was in court today as it all unfolded.
Well, nothing went the way Corey Harris thought it was going to go in court today. The judge started off by slamming Corey Harris, saying he's never even had a valid driver's license. And the afternoon ended with Harris going to jail.
The person that needed to be blamed is the person that he was staring at in the mirror. He didn't do what he should have done.
Right? The bailiff.
The judge came ready to set the record straight with Corey Harris, who has claimed that he thought the suspension on his driver's license was removed 2 years ago.
That court and its friend of the court did nothing wrong. His driving privileges were unsuspended in 2022. That required Mr. Harris to do something. He didn't do it.
The judge said Harris never paid his clearance fees with the court or the Secretary of State to lift the suspension, but that's not all.
He has never had a Michigan license, ever.
We asked Harris yesterday if he ever had a valid driver's license.
So again, the news talked to the people, to the man. Sir, did you ever have a license?
He claimed he didn't remember. Do you ever recall having one? Having a driver's license?
I knew I had a permit. I knew that.
A driver's permit or?
I believe. I don't know. I can't say yes and I can't say no.
And that's
when somebody asks you, hey, did you ever have a license? You know if you ever had one. So when he said, I don't know. I can't recall. That means no.
Because the Pittsfield Township police officer and prosecutor said during that October.
That's his wife. So the person on the Zoom, that's the wife. That's the wife he said was having medical issues. He had to take her to the hospital, to the doctor, whatever. But again, they asked, let me rewind for the folk in the back. He had one. He did not.
With the court or the Secretary of State to lift the suspension, but that's not all.
He has never had a Michigan license, ever.
We asked Harris yesterday if he ever had a valid driver's license. He claimed he didn't remember. Do you ever recall having one? Having a driver's license?
I knew I had a permit. I knew that.
A driver's permit or?
I believe. I don't know. I can't say yes and I can't say no.
And that's odd because the Pittsfield Township police officer and prosecutor said during that.
You didn't got me, Corey. You didn't got me up in this courthouse because you want some bull stuff, and now we all on TV and on the news. Got me up in my good hair wrap because you want to get caught driving me around.
October traffic stop, Corey Harris knew what was up.
At least twice during this traffic stop, he acknowledged to the officer that he did not have a valid license. Quote unquote, quote, actually, I don't have a valid license. Close quote. The question was, are you a valid driver? Quote, I am not.
There was no error by anybody. It was a failure on the part of Mr. Harris to do certain things. Now, I grant you that sometimes that can be a complicated process, but it was certainly not anybody's fault that didn't happen other than that wasn't paid.
Then came the unexpected.
He has a
child of bailiff.
warrant for his arrest.
Corey Harris was taken into custody for
the bailiff bitch. You know a man fine from the side. You hear me?
For what appears to be a 9-year-old bench warrant out of Allen Park.
So was I shocked? Absolutely. Did I want my client to walk in and then get escorted to the back? Absolutely not. That was not the plan.
The shocking thing about it, for a driving while license suspended, that he didn't take care of.
It should be something that a lesson for all of us.
That's his lawyer, up close to the lawyer. Okay, look, thorough. We ain't no quick shit around here. Okay, that's how mistakes happen. Okay, we're gonna get into it around here. First of all, I'm gonna take a day of work and go down that man courthouse and see the bailiff.
Handle your business. At the end of the day, handle your business.
Period. Okay, because the only person fault this was, boom, him. Not even the wife. You know, because she didn't do nothing besides marry that man. But when they ask you point blank, hey, do you have a license? Did you ever have one? I guess. I don't know. Like something I don't know. I don't know the square root of 79. Okay. I don't know the secret sauce in Popeye's red beans and rice. Okay. I don't know if Jesus were sandals with the thong in between toes or some slide ins. I don't know that. There are a few things I don't know. Okay, I don't know how to braid correctly. You know, but what I do know is when I went down to get my license. I know I may not remember the exact day or the exact year, but I do know for a fact I went down and got a license at least one time. I went and got an ID one time too. I got my ID first when I was a teenager, and then my license. And the one time my license got suspended, I then had an ID for about maybe 3 months. And then when I got my license back, I had to go back down and I renewed my license because my birthday had passed. So once the news folks said, "Sir, did you have a license?" Because I think they then knew they had it wrong. They went by the thing, and when Miss Dion Webster Cox, okay, came in her good green, okay, her good slick back, okay, a natural beat of the makeup, okay, flawless eyebrows, okay, natural lip around here, and said, "Just do what you're supposed to do. Handle your business. Your business." Now, some folk may say, get back on my little screen, we about done here. Some folk may say, well, all of that happened back when he was 19, you know, blah, 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 blue. So what? Look, I was driving with no license, for sure. I did not get my license until I was maybe like 21, 22, I think. I wasn't a teenager. Yeah, I feel like I was like 21 or 22, but I have been driving. So I know for a fact people be driving with no license here in Michigan. But when I went and got it, you got your license. You got it. But you can't say, oh, well, something happened to that man at 19. He's fucking 40 now. So that means is nobody else in his life license? Is the wife licensed to drive? Who I ask you? Child foolishness, okay? Oh, I wasn't scared to drive. I wasn't scared to drive. Y'all know, when I was 17, I would borrow my sister car, my mama car, my daddy car. And a couple times when my cousins came in town and my uncle came in town, I would borrow their car too. So I wasn't scared to drive. I just felt like I don't need no license, but I also did not have a car. I had an ID, you know what I'm saying? But once I'm like, I forget the car, I went, before I got my own car, I got my license. But I was just driving. I would borrow the car, okay? But, you know, it wasn't as, and if I would have got put over, no, I don't have a license. But I would never say, if I never went and got my license and got put over, it would not be like, well, I think, no, you don't have one. Now, could that man be mentally incompetent? Sure. But because the judge said, sir, per the Secretary of State, you have came and renewed your ID when your shit expired, you come renew it. Because I know for a license is good for 4 years here. 4 or 5, either 4 or 5 years here. I don't know how often the ID is good for. I can't remember. However, you went to renew your ID. You knew you did not have a license because the thing say ID or license. It's already a story time about me borrowing cars. I think it's titled "Borrowing Cars." It's in my story time playlist. So, child, that's it. That's all. Okay, I did not mean to be on here so long, y'all. But we had a good time. I missed y'all when I was not on the live for 2 days. I will be back on. It's a whole bunch of stuff I did not even get to today because I wanted to get to this. So I'm going to still clip this and make it separate. Okay, the whole little conversation about this man because it's crazy. But y'all like the video, share the video. Okay, comment in the comment section. I did not, again, y'all, it's late. It's 12:30 here. Okay, it's 12:30 here. I gotta go to bed. But I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I will be live at 9. Hopefully, whatever issues the technical issues should be done fully tomorrow, 9 p.m. Come on around here, have a good time with me and whatever. Okay, y'all be good, be safe. If y'all do not have no license, don't be driving. Okay, but y'all know before y'all leave, make sure to like that video. I gotta go. Bye.